we like to find new ways to get healthy. Joining us today is Micaela Prochazka with Portnoy Health Trust and Healthy City USA. All right, Micaela, so there's this documentary series on Netflix called basically Blue Zones.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about what that documentary series is about and what is a blue zone.
Yes, so I'm encouraging everybody to go on Netflix and watch this series, but basically a blue zone is where a group or cluster or population of people have lived the longest, which in turn ends up to be the healthiest communities in the world. And they have the largest population of centenarians, so people who live to 100 or over 100 years old.
Okay, now Dan Buettner, I think is his name, he travels to all these different areas all around the world, and he takes an in-depth look at their lifestyle, at their culture, at their dietary habits and their exercise habits. What did he find in some of these communities?
It was way cool because a lot of the places, I mean, they're located all over the world. I mean, you've got Costa Rica, there's one in the US, there's one I think in Greece, Japan, so it's everywhere, but all of them pretty much had the same essence and core, I guess, but the four main components were moving naturally, so anything that is gardening or going up and down stairs or steep streets. So moving naturally, healthy diets, so homemade food. I know the Costa Rica was beans and rice. There was some wine included in there too in Greece.
Nice, okay.
And then having a purpose. So that was more so of the mental health aspect of it, is having a purpose in life, and then having a really good social circle to be a part of was the last one.
I noticed that I watched the one from Point Loma in California, and it had like retirees. They weren't acting like retirees. They were so active. They had their pickleball, they had their social circles, they even had, you know, the dietary aspect of it too. They ate very well, and you had a lot of people, like you said, who were living to 100, and there was some, I think it was the Costa Rica one, they don't look like they're 100.
No, Costa Rica was the most interesting one because they, I mean, where they were filming was not America. They did not have the amenities that we have here, but they were making it work. They were making all of their meals homemade. They were moving naturally. And one of the gentlemen looked like he was probably 65, 70, but he was 101 or 102. Like he was hopping on and off a horse.
Every day and
every day
out there. So what can we do to kind of adapt that to make blue zones here in our area?
So Blue Zones and Healthy City USA kind of go hand in hand. It's along the same lines. We just want simple messages of moving naturally, of instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs. And for eating healthy, instead of having your afternoon chips, have some like peanut butter and apples in the afternoon. And then just finding that close-knit, reaching out to friends and family, and then volunteering to find a purpose.
Very nice. And maybe joining a pickleball league.
Exactly.
All right, Micaela, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks.